Hello and welcome. My name's Brendan, the developer for Bloobs Adventure Idle. And yeah, the game has now been out for just over a year, as you can see by the title. And I'd like to go over some of the changes that have happened over the last several months. And there has been so many to list. I just want to go over some highlights. We have a brand new hinterlands. It's the biggest area map in the game by far. All the world map has now been updated, so you can now drag it, quick zoom in into any location where your mouse is currently pointing, and this is just a lot nicer than a static image where you really couldn't see too much. So yeah, now you can zoom in and drag the map around. Many changes have been happening. We have a brand new skill which is called soul binding, and you can see I have 4 souls that are currently following me, so everywhere I go they go with me as well. And it's not just a system that they just follow you and do nothing. There is a purpose to them. So if we go over into the codex and we can see the soul decks, and these are my current souls available to me. Now each soul has a type of buff to the player in terms of if it's skill related or if it's combat related, and then you can go over into your soul decks and you can see all the souls that you can get, and you can complete the soul decks that you would like, and you can also purchase these from Solely, which is a shopkeeper in Farion. And how the system works is if I collect 1 chicken, I do not need to collect the variants for the counter to go up, but if I am a completionist, I can go and collect every single one of these. We do have different sorting features, so we can sort by the skills. These are ordered in the exact order of every single skill in the game. We can sort by the shop, so we know which ones are from the shop. We can sort by event, so we know which ones are from the event. It'll go from left down, and and then we can sort by own, so you can see every single soul that I've collected as well. So this is our brand new skill, soul binding. This works totally different towards any other skill in the game. This works by any action that you do in game gives you XP and soul binding. It works by having a check of how many souls you have active, and then that determines the amount of experience. And it's a little bit deeper in that, but I just wanted to go over it briefly. We do have a current birthday event which is available for all players, so never mind if you're on the retail version or the demo version. And so that's something new here. And we also have an event going on, so we can just go and click here and we'll teleport over to the event location, where we can see we have some new enemies over here, which is the Batter Elemental. You can go and kill these and have an opportunity to get their soul as well. They have 3 different variants, all with different stats. And all our levels now go up to 200. There's been many different quality of life changes. When you complete a thief log, you get a notification. Same with the bestiary, same with other things that are coming in another update in the future. If you want to, you can head into this dungeon, and if we go down here, this is our little birthday area, and you can come and mine cake batter. Why can you mine cake batter? Because when you use cake batter, you will get the cakes, which is the currency. The birthday cakes are the currency for these bloomizations, which I have on now, which is the cake recolor for Bloob, a nice cake hat, and some cake themed wings, with more bloomizations to come in the future as well. And if we go over here, we have all our prestige UI has been updated. It looks a lot cleaner. All our UI does now not flicker. Everything has just been improved across the board. We have all new weapons. We have not 100, but we have loads of new enemies. Anything that's in purple is a boss, by the way. That was a player suggestion, and I thought that was brilliant. So I thought we'd get that in as fast as possible. Like I say, so everything in the game is now up to 200. And there's been many quality of life changes across the game. I'm trying to think of them all, but majority I wanted to just get this video out there and just to say thank you to everyone that supported me as a developer who didn't know anything when I first started in October the 17th 2023. The game released on the 15th of July 2024. So yeah, we're a year into, or 2 days since release from Steam, and I am very, very happy about that. So yeah, you can come and explore the new Soulbinding skill, which is available in the demo up to level 20 as well. The changes. The game's performance has been drastically improved since the last devlog. The game used to sit around about 20 to 25% CPU usage. Now you can expect an average of, depending on the PC, of course, whatever you're playing it on, you can expect around an average between 6, I've seen lower than that, to around about 12% on the CPU side, with a little bit of an increase of RAM as the game has gotten much bigger. We, of course, have a lot of new waypoints, a lot of new enemies that you can track, loads of different armors as well, new rares, a new system with fire making to make fire making useful, which wasn't the easiest thing. Fire making has always been a bit of a difficulty to get right, but I think we have found the solution. Now, fire making is different compared to other things that craft. Now we are hit the foundry, and the foundry you can turn aether cores into ember cores. The ember cores are used with smithing, and now we have new best in slot weapons that can be forged in a foundry from special items that you get through the game. These use the Demon Slayer weapons, and you can upgrade them by using the catalyst, which are dropped from various sources across the game. No longer are can you just sit on loads of golden tools? Well, you can after you've used at least one, but now you can use these tools to craft these special charm necklaces. If you hover over them, these give a bonus XP in the skill. So if you wield these and you're going to go and do some mining, you'll now get a nice bonus as well. Oh, and of course, I'm not sure if the time bank was in the last episode, but the time bank is a new feature. So the time bank, essentially, when you are offline and you're not playing the game, you will start storing time. When you come back, you can then use that time, so you don't actually ever lose time, meaning that you can turn your computer off and not be worried, oh, am I losing this many hours of progress? No, you can just get it back when you come back. Now, the caveat of that is, if you want to use ×3, you do use slightly more seconds. So that's the caveat for that one. We just added a new feature, which is auto turns off the bank time. So basically, when you are not getting experience for 3 minutes, this will now automatically turn off, which is a nice feature to have. Also, when it comes to quality of life changes, you can now equip food. So if I have some food here and I right click this, I can now equip it, and now this comes into my slot. If this was locked, I can now, if my health is full, I can't eat it. But if this was locked, I can't go and equip this. Now no equip button shows up. If this is unlocked, exactly the same again. But if I left click, it doesn't matter if that's locked or not. More features. Trying to get over all the different quality of life features I've been adding for the player recently. Okay, auto berry has been majorly improved. You now have a choice, whereas before you didn't. So if auto berry was on, all of these bones would just get automatically buried. Now you can come along and enable or disable which ones you actually want to get buried, which now gives you more control over what you're doing, which I think is a very nice feature to have. That was a player suggestion. And yeah, I'm glad that we have that. I think it's cool, and I've been using it myself as well. More improvements. So before a lot of our capes, their sprites weren't very good, if I'm going to be honest, and a lot of our items were just recolors of previous ones. So we made sure that when we come in and get new items post 100, you now get nice individual sprites for each weapon that doesn't look like the last one you had, just with a different shade on. Now of course there's still going to be some recolors in the future, but this gives you know what this weapon is now, because it's not just like this one. Okay, this is a different color, this one with better stats. So we made sure we did this across the game as well. So when we come over to bows, this is the same here. And one of the good ones we did as well, which I personally love, was all the capes. All the capes have now got unique capes as well. So that is awesome. And then we went through foraging and we changed all of the foraging sprites as well. So these have got nice individual sprites to make them more unique. And one of our old ones are still here. So yeah, it's just a nice little hit back of what, some of the things didn't change, but the majority did. Yeah, so that's a nice feature. There was also another change that I made recently. Now you can see that anything that's an unfinished potion faces to the left. Anything that's a finished potion faces to the right, just so there's a bit of visual clarity for the player. Also, potions past 100 now have a black cap, not a black cap, a grey cap. So you can now see, okay, oh, this is a potion that's over 100. Okay, so that's just another bit of visual clarity for the player. We also added a bunch of new prestige features for attack, strength, defense, range, mage, and just an absolute slew of them. But I'll go over it briefly. If you have a weapon that goes over 100 accuracy, now this gets converted into a double hit chance. Your double hit chance then allows you to double hit. And how this works is when I go and hit an enemy, a chance is then roll straight away, and then it goes bam. That's how that works. Yeah, we've got all new animations. So when you're chopping a tree, this is now based on the currently wielded axe, currently wielded tool. We have a lockpick slot as well, which is a nice little quality of life that you can use if you would like. And yeah, then we have our defense prestige bonus, which is a reflect chance, and this goes up along with the damage that it does as well. So that's quite nice. So at prestige 10, you get a 60% chance to reflect the damage for 20% of the damage taken. And then with hit points, we had a nice one, which is basically you get a 10% chance to negate all damage. So any damage out to you, bang, doesn't matter. And yeah, we can also reduce our HP regen, which is usually 60 seconds. So that goes down to 30 seconds as well. So that's a nice little feature there. But anyway, I'm going to head off. There is a lot more changes, but I need to get back to developing the game. I just wanted to say a massive thank you for all the support that the game has got, all the love that it's got. Our player numbers have been increasing quite nicely, and yeah, there's a lot more to come for Bloobs in the future. And yeah, so onwards and upwards for Bloobs. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the Discord if you would like to join. There's a link down in the description. If you'd like to follow, do all the usually stuff that YouTubers say. Yeah, but if you'd like to try the game out and you haven't before, the demo is updated. You can go and do the birthday event if you would like. Every skill that you can train up to is level 20. So please go and try the game out. And it might tickle your fancy. I know the game isn't for everyone, but if you do like it, come and join the Discord. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.